And the Cubs are 6-4. They won their last 4. So they alright. They 2.5 games in front of the Cardinals. That means it's a good chance the Cubs, for the 5th consecutive year, are going to be in the playoffs. And the hottest team in baseball is those mother freaking Dodgers. Big up to them Dodgers. They El Fuego. But man, the Yankees shocked a lot of people. A lot of Yankee fans were disappointed. A lot of people who don't have a lot to talk about on these mainstream outlets. They was talking reckless about the Dodgers, and the Yankees should do something. I got the #1 chief rocker that don't drink no cheap vodka. My partner on Brothers Gonna Work It Out tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, 7 p.m. Central Standard, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Holler at us tomorrow. We shaking things up. But like I was saying, it's a lot of people that are saying that they were disappointed in the Yankees because the Yankees did not make any significant trades. The Yankees said, you know, we don't need to make no damn trades because we got people in our farm system, much like the Cubs did a couple years ago. They dug deep in the farm system. Theo Epstein, if you don't get that dude that you traded for, signed from that free agent pitcher from Asia buddy off the damn team, I'm going to come up there and kill him. That's all I got to say, man. Get that bum off the damn team because you're messing up my rotation. But the Yankees are going to battle it out with the Astros. Here go a couple other teams. I got to say, injuries have been killing the whole Major League Baseball. The Astros killed by injuries. The Yankees murdered by injuries. And now Craig Kimbrough on the DL. And Contreras, what's his name? Wilson from the Cubs catching his ass on the DL. Cubs falling apart slowly but surely. But here goes 3 teams I want y'all to watch. I want you to keep an eye on the mother-sucking Twins. The Minnesota Twins ain't playing no games, y'all. They hot as fish grease. They on fire. They killing it. They killing probably the weakest division in baseball. My team in 3rd place, which really means nothing. We 20 games out. Only way the White Sox make the playoffs if the Minnesota Twins and the Cleveland Indians plane crash. We don't want that to happen, so that's all. Our team ain't gonna make it. But I need y'all to keep an eye on these damn Houston Astros, Minnesota Twins, the Chicago Cubs, and a dark horse team that ain't nobody gonna mess around and creep up on people. This is a team that's gonna mess around and creep up on people. This is San Francisco Giants, man. Since the All-Star break, they've been on fire. They did not trade Madison Bumgarner, so keep an eye on them. You know what time it is, right? It is time for breaking news. It's breaking news. It's the top 10 teams in Major League Baseball. Hey, y'all like that new sound effect, don't y'all? I'm paid 50 cents to get a new sound effect. You know, go to www.HRapNeedNewSoundEffects.com and they hook me up. With that being said, man, Chief Rocker, you already know your team ain't #1, so go ahead, call me a mother sucker and mother and all that other stuff you gonna call me. So STBY, you know your team ain't #1. I'm just saying. With that being said, it brings me pure joy to let you guys know that the Boston Red Sox didn't make my damn list. But who did make my list is... one second, let me pull up my list, but damn computer acting like it's on crack. Alright. Here's my list. The St. Louis Cardinals, despite losing a 1-game lead in the Central, I'm still messing with them at 58 and 52. They are number 10. Number 9. Moving on up like George and Wheezy, we have I lost my place. You know what? I read that wrong. I'm sorry, y'all. The Washington Nationals number 10. Washington Nationals number 10. The Cardinals are number 9. And then the number 18, even though they are the Oakland Athletics, number 18, number 17 is the Chicago Cubs, number 16 is, even though they stinking lately, the Braves, they were higher than that, but they fell off. And then we're gonna go to I got the Rays right here at number 6 at 65-48. The Cleveland Indians, they fell off a little. They rose up a little bit after last week. They were struggling. They got back on. Kimbrel's been killing it. After having a little fight, they got in order. They moved up to 5. The Minnesota Twins are number 4 at 69-42. A team that I told y'all to keep y'all eye on. The Houston Astros are number 3. The Yankees are number 2, and as usual, they've been on fire. First team to 75 wins. It looked like it is the Los Angeles Dodgers. The number 1 Chief Rockers dismayed. Sorry, Chief. It ain't gonna happen, homie. I knew he was gonna say that. Fuck the Dodgers. How about that? Right on cue, my main man. Sorry, man. If the team stay hot and your team is number 2, you can't jump. You can't be no claim jumper like my grandfather used to say. Ain't gonna be no claim jumper down here. But yeah, man, I'm sorry, Chief Rocker. Your team is pretty good, but they're not good enough to be number 1. That's all I'm saying. With that being said, y'all, have a little fun, messing with the number 1 Chief Rocker jersey brand. And just some more stuff I want to talk about. Why is it? I think I can't remember. Sidney Jackson asked this question on Facebook the other day, and I like the question, so I'm bringing it to the show. Why is it that white ball players don't have to debate and argue about their money? Seriously, when was the last time you seen a white ball player hold out for money? You don't see that. And I'm starting to have a problem with it. And I never thought about it. Initially I was thinking about it in regards to quarterbacks. But you never see any white ball players hold out for money. They get their money and then it's over. And at some point, I think brothers gonna have to take a stand. For real. I think at some point brothers gonna have to take a stand because it's clear that there is a bias in professional sports. When people like Smith on ESPN, he likes to highlight the problems that brothers have. See, it's always a brother. It's always a brother. Well, if your league is comprised of 75% black, then it is a 75% chance that anybody who makes a mistake and gets put on TV or on the news, they're going to be black. And anytime you got a 75% chance of something going wrong with a black person, guess what's going to happen? 75% of the time, black people. So why are we always focusing on that nonsense? Oh, well, he has off the field issues. Well, how did he get in the league? Because, look, these people are not stupid. I continue to beat the drum of, if these men have enough wherewithal. I got my man Joe from Houston in the building. Much love to my young brother. Thank you for the birthday wishes, man. Really appreciate everybody sending the birthday wishes. It's dope. Make me feel like I am somebody. But it's a damn shame, man. A lot of people don't want to tackle these racial issues, but I'm going to tackle them, man, because I'm HRap big. That's how I get out. We never do, though, because, and you know what? That's why the country's in the shape it's in now. No matter what sport it is, I've never seen Steve Nash hold out for money. I've never seen Larry Bird hold out for money. Never seen Kevin McHale hold out for money. Never seen Joe Montana hold out for money. Never seen Steve Young hold out for money. I never seen Ed McCaffrey hold out for money. I never seen Gronk hold out for more money. I've never seen these guys holding out for more money. They say I need more money, they get it. But when the bros get it, they get labeled diva. They get labeled disruptive. They get labeled a problem child. But how is that possible? When I am literally putting my life on the line to entertain you, and I just saying, let me get my fair market value no matter what sport I'm playing. When last time you seen on TV a hockey contract? We're holding out for more money. You know what? The only white guy I ever seen, they was putting the brakes on his money was Roger Goodell, and that was a personal situation. But by and large, and for the most part, the bruh's always wrestling for this money. I will continue to say this as long as I have breath in my lungs. I'll continue to say this as long as I host the End of the Bench podcast and built for this network. At some point, these young men are going to have to decide, am I playing this game? Do I want to be in the NFL or do I want to get paid for football? Seriously. Because there's a definite lack of respect. Because let's say if you're an NBA player, if you're an NFL player, or maybe a college football player, and you're one of the biggest names, like if you're a running back like Ezekiel Elliott, do you know how much attention Ezekiel Elliott, Le'Veon Bell, and a couple other stars will bring to Canadian football? So all you have to do when you're one of those guys is say this. So where would you want to be drafted at? I don't know. I got my passport, so it's either NFL or the CFL. It's either NBA or basketball Euro. I got my passport, so whichever way the wind blow me, that's where I'm going. See, because it should just be about earning money. Thank you, Rough Buff, for coming in the building. Rough Buff, one of the originals. On Figure.com. Of course, your boy HRap. Really appreciate the love, Rough Buff. But at some point, these young men are going to have to do this. Because as long as you have, as long as these NFL, NBA, and MLB, I wish I'm a little off. I'm 50. What is I'm I'm down there. I'm 16 years away from that one. But hey, I hope you're right. I hope you're right plus 20. My man Rough Buff said happy 65th birthday. I wish, man. Hey, Rough, we both gonna be here for that one, man. Appreciate the love, though. Thank you. But at some point, these cats are gonna have to make up their mind. Do you want to be a professional athlete, or do you want to get pimped by the NFL system? Because at the end of the day, this is what happens. Most of these young men are not playing very long careers in the NBA or the NFL. And after the treatment of people like Lance Stevenson, Carmelo Anthony, and probably a bunch of other guys that we have no idea who they are, these young men need to start thinking about that. I've seen Major League Baseball players, you were the man for a year, then you disappeared, and you come back and you've been playing in Japan, like Big Daddy, King, what's his name? Cecil Fielder. He went over to Japan and got paid. Ichiro, that's the thing, man. Just because they won't pay you in Major League Baseball as a brother, don't mean they won't pay you in Japan. And one brother who used to play he plays for the Milwaukee Bucks, he went over there and came back a better hitter. And, of course, they started talking PEDs, but he wasn't a better hitter in regards to power exclusively. He was slapping the ball all over the field because they over there teaching fundamentals. Eddie Johnson, I always quote Eddie Johnson saying he had spent 6 years in the NBA, spent a summer in Greece practicing twice a day on his fundamentals and became a better ball player after he got there. When he came back, he was a better ball player. So Dominique Wilkins went overseas. The great Bob McAdoo went overseas. And there's a bunch of people that's overseas. The great Stephon Marbury went overseas. A lot of people go, great. Yeah, that brother was great. He had some personal issues on social media. He had a little meltdown. But you know what, man? This world can be stressful and strenuous. So I ain't finna say, oh man, he wasn't this because he had a breakdown. Because he had a breakdown because it's a lot of pressure on you as a young man out of these projects, coming off these streets, fighting for your life, and then you're in the NBA and got to deal with all this nonsense and take care of your family and attempt to maintain some form of sanity under 24-hour scrutiny. And you got people like ourselves, and I'm gonna say ourselves because some of us do it, some of us don't, that want you to live up to their expectations of how you should live your life. You owe me an autograph. You owe me a picture. Those men and women don't owe you a damn thing. They don't. They owe you, what they owe you? 4 good quarters of basketball, baseball, 9 innings of baseball, 4 good quarters of basketball and or football. That's what they owe you. Your ticket don't say, and then if you stand around, you'll get a picture. It don't say that. If you stand around, he'll shake your hand. It don't say that. He can be a jerk.